Hello everyone and welcome to our next episode of Unmissed Connections. It's really exciting that we're here. It's 2019, it's the start of the year. Quarters are fresh.
Very exciting.
Are fresh. You can't complain, right? Everything's new and stressful straight from the beginning of the year.
You're only as good as your last quarter in sales, my friend.
Valid point. So that's a stress level I do not want to take home with me today. But one thing I do want to ask is that we're getting into the new year. It's 2019.
Yeah.
What do you see as a trend in 2019 that's really going to help sales and sales teams build their pipeline, close more deals, and shorten sales cycles?
Sales trends. I think ditch the script. Did anybody coin that yet? Is it a coined phrase?
I feel like I've heard it before. Yeah.
I think I maybe heard it as well. Yeah. I think, I've been in sales a long time, and for many years it was all about scripts and knowing every single objection and how to overturn them. And so I think the big thing that I've seen start in 2018, and that's definitely going to be a trend in 2019, is being more present in the moment. And I think AI helps with that a lot. Data helps a lot with that.
Sure.
And I guess I'll just explain what I mean. Years and years ago, I remember someone had this new thing they built. It was a PowerPoint presentation for BDRs and AEs to use when they're on the phone with someone.
Yeah.
Fully scripted out, but the way you would use it is you'd be on the phone and you'd read a question. And depending on yes or no, you would hit a button yes or no, and it would fast forward to what to say had they said yes, what to say. So you're basically just going through the motions of scripts. You weren't even really present in the moment. and so I think those days are over, right? I think these days, our technology, Time Trade, allows us to be present. When someone wants to schedule an appointment, there can be you can put the power in their hands to do so.
Sure, yeah.
These days, a lot of companies are getting away from making people fill out forms because nobody wants to wait 4 days for someone to get back to you. So how can you be present in the moment? That's the trend. I think AI is a part of that. We use technology here that does descriptive AI, right? Meaning it listens and uses a lot of data to listen to what BDRs and AEs are saying on the phone.
Yep.
It mines all of that data, right? So we use a platform that records all of our calls, and then the AI is basically telling us the competitors' names that are coming up the most often, right?
Yeah.
I can't be on every call with every AE and every BDR. So, it all gets recorded.
Yeah.
AI listens, and that descriptive AI tells us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, common themes, common trends, and then we can learn from that. And again, we can be present, right? Rather than writing a new script 6 months later, and the times are changing, but our script wasn't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, and I've been in that position, especially in the support side, where you get on the phone with somebody and they're reading a script and they go, have you hit this?
It's the worst.
Yes. You can almost hear the pages flipping when they're going through the script. It's just painful to sit there and listen.
There's online chat, things now, and there's just a lot more ways to interact with prospects and customers at the height of impulse, at the moment they want to interact.
Yes.
So it's not only about AI that can help us interact at the right times or chat bots or whatever it might be, but it's also learning in real time. And that's what I think a lot of the tools that are recording and giving descriptive AI and giving you insight about what's working, what's not working, so you can be maybe not live on the phone, but within the day, within the week, you're getting constant feedback, training, and learnings in order to make sure that you're reacting, right?
Yeah. So outside of the trends, what would you say is something that everyone's talking about that's getting real hyped up for 2019? It was big data, and now it's AI. What do you think is the one thing that is just overhyped and is just nowhere near ready, if it ever will be ready?
Well, I don't know about if it ever will be. I see companies starting to use virtual reality, right? Doing a lot of things. I don't think that's there yet.
Sure.
I will say in our household, Santa brought 2 virtual reality headsets for my children this year. And although they were gifts for the kids, I've been using them probably more than both my kids combined. But not in a business setting yet, watching movies, riding roller coasters. So I don't think that's there yet. I think the more obvious one, though, would be, and I don't want to sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, but AI again, back to the AI.
Yeah.
I was talking, and I'm a big fan of descriptive AI, right? Using data to look back and get better at the past, right? Learning about competitors or what we could have done differently.
Sure.
I just don't think prescriptive AI is there yet. There are companies out there that supposedly can, use data to tell you a lot of different things. Who your number one prospect should be. all right, but if they get it wrong, think about how much time and energy I would have a team of BDRs and AEs putting into prospecting using different types of tools to get into a company just to find out that the prescriptive AI was wrong. Or there are also companies these days that claim to be able to tell you using AI and prescriptive AI when a company is in market and actually in a part of the buyer's journey where they're literally ready to start shopping and evaluating technology. I mean, I just don't think that technology is there yet.
Yep.
So, the descriptive AI that looks back at what you're doing and helps you refine, optimize, and get better, 100%. For 2019, prescriptive AI, being able to tell us where to go, where to head in the future, and where to be in the right place at the right time, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. See, the way that I look at it too is, with prescriptive AI, I see it working a lot better in fast transaction, low dollar value kind of businesses. If you're in enterprise sales and you've got 9 to 12 month sales cycles and you've got only a couple hundred or 1,000 deals to look at over the past couple of years, I don't feel that's enough data for an AI system or any sort of infrastructure running AI to actually give you actionable insights from that. I don't think there's enough information. But when you've got hundreds of thousands of either daily subscription-based transactions, that helps you define what those KPIs are and what those personas are that make those purchases.
I want to be proven wrong. I'd love to have a prescriptive tool that can help me hone in on the bullseye quicker, faster, better. So if anyone out there is using one, it's working, I'd love to hear about it. But I could argue the opposite of what you just said, and I don't know. I can see where you're saying if there's lots of transaction and more transactional business, but the truth of the matter is those are happening so fast. By the time you get the prescriptive AI and get there, the opportunity could be lost. Maybe prescriptive AI is going to be best utilized in the larger, longer sales cycles with the bigger deals, because if you can tell me where to be in 2 months or 4 months or where to go now in order to win a deal in 6 to 12 months, but that deal is going to be a 6-figure deal for me, then I'm all about it. But I just haven't. I'm connected in the sales world, and I haven't yet met a peer of mine that went and purchased a prescriptive AI tool that actually said it was the best decision they made. I just don't know that it's there yet.
But that does sum it up. Randy, thank you so much.
Yeah,
I totally screwed up that ending. Randy, thank you. Randy, thank you so much for taking the. Why don't I say trends you're seeing? I'm having so much trouble getting through this outro. All I want to say is thank you for joining. It was a great episode.
My pleasure.
Thank you for watching, everybody, and we hope that you like and subscribe. And of course, if you see any trends coming in 2019 that you guys think have a lot of promise, and if there's anything technological-wise that you think is either overhyped or
if you think we're wrong, if you think I'm wrong that prescriptive AI isn't there yet, again, I want to hear about it.
Yeah, comment below. Would love to hear it, or send us emails directly to unmissconnections@timetrade.com. I read everyone individually, even the hate mail. We do get a little bit.
I love hate mail.
I mean, it means people care. The high road's the best way to go. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on our next episode.
See ya.